Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. Let's continue our Let's Play. We just got our copper line set up. We do need more drills, but those can wait for the moment. We're doing okay on power. We're doing okay with biters. Nothing close by yet. I just want to see if, I think I've already researched turrets. Yeah, I have. So I think we'll be safe for the time being. Speaking of turrets, I think I would like to make a few turrets just to have them available for when the time comes. Now I'm not using autofill mod this time, so that means that when biters do come and attack, I will not have the luxury of just throwing down a turret and having it automatically be filled up with bullets. So we'll need to be a little bit more deliberate when we go and take out enemy bases. We're going to have to creep a little more carefully because we'll have to put turrets down and then put ammo in and do that manually. So let's be aware of that. All right, so what we need to do now is get some science going, get some research going, set up our main science area. So we'll have to figure out how to get this copper run up to the main bus. And I want to do it in a way that avoids this patch of copper and this patch of copper, which means that it's going to want to come up right around here. So let's see. I'm just going to do some manual layout here. Let's say that that'll be the edge on that side. Okay, so this will be kind of the boundaries of our copper going north. That gives us plenty of room, actually. Let me make a couple more mining drills, and I want to make sure we can at least get one more set of mining drills over here. Alright, so we'll have mining drill there, and we'll have a mining drill here. And then we'll have a power line, and then I'll leave, say, 2 spaces. Alright, so that'll be our copper going north. 1, 2. Okay. So we got plenty of room there. And I'll just lay that out right now so that we remember where all that stuff is going to go. While we're here, we might as well put these drills to where they can get used. Okay. Alright, so this will be the first copper line coming up. This is going to go up to the main bus. So this will be the northernmost line on the main bus since it's going to go up and turn right. So we'll start by using this one. Alright, where'd you go? Alright, I think I brought that over a little farther than I needed to. Out that tree there. Okay. Oh, and as I mentioned last time, I did set up a timer this time. So hopefully I won't go too long. Last video was about 40 minutes, which is a lot longer than what I had intended. But, you know, sometimes it just makes sense to get a certain task completed, even if that means the video runs a little bit long, so that we don't have to stop right in the middle of doing something important. All right, now we're going to have a lot of trees to take out here. And I don't have anything to do that any more quickly than using this steel pickaxe at the moment. So if we get to the point where I have to do a lot of tree clearing, then I will probably just do it in time lapse. Or just do a cut when I edit so that you don't have to watch all of that. All right, now fortunately we don't have too many to clear here because I want to build the base to the north of the bus. But before we can get signs started, I'm either going to need to come out past this big pond or start to fill in that pond. And that it is a big pond. It'll take a while to fill in, unless I really go nuts with the landfill production. And this patch of stone is really not big enough that I can do a whole lot more with it right now. And I think that is the... Well, no, there's another larger one over there. Well, I think I'd like to start building right here. And we'll just... we'll do what we can with the landfill. I don't want to spread out too far because it makes it tougher to defend against biters. All right, so we'll start to build our science right around this area. We'll take out some of these trees here. Or all of these trees here, I should say. And then we'll just start building our science area to the north, and we'll fill it in the best we can, and if we have to wait for landfill to get made, then so be it. But we can put a few more drills here, and that'll speed things up. So let's do that. All right. Need to place these without getting iron mixed in. Although I do have filter inserters, so we could always do something to pull the iron out if we have to. Yeah, let's do that. That might be fun to try. Okay, so now this drill, if we hover over it, you can see expected resources includes some iron ore. And obviously we don't want to use iron ore. We can't use iron ore. It won't get used. So what I want to do is put a filter inserter right there. And we will set it to filter for iron ore. And I'll put a big iron chest, and this will take all of the iron ore out and put it into that chest, and that way we can take advantage of that area to get more stone. Alright, so this should allow us to do this faster. It looks like 3 fast inserters are enough to pick all that up. They're all working and they're not leaving anything left over. Okay. Cool. And we got to use one of the new inserters. All right, so let's take out some more trees. This won't take too long. There's not a ton of trees here. And as soon as we get green science going, I'm going to make a beeline for grenades, so that we can use grenades to take out trees. You know, let's try the shotgun. I think I mentioned before that I don't have a lot of success clearing trees with a shotgun. It's kind of... You know, I'm not sure that this is really any faster than doing it how I was, you know? So that's why I don't really like using the shotgun for clearing trees. Seems like it's just as fast to do it with a steel axe. Okay. And like I said, I'll clear away just enough for us to get going with the science, and then if there's more tree clearing to be done, I'll just do that offline so that you guys don't have to sit through it. It can be a little bit boring. I don't mind doing it in my own games, but it's probably not the best spectator sport. Did that go through? Yep. Okay. I'll clear away a few more trees on this side of the belt. You guys don't mind, do you? You know, so it's sort of a mixed bag. When you get, when you spawn in an area with lots of trees, the advantage you have is that they help control pollution, which keeps spiders away for a longer period of time. The disadvantage is that you have to chop down trees all the time. So, you know, you take the bad with the good. All right. Good. So now we've got the beginnings of a main bus. We're going to have a space of 4, a space of 2, another space of 4, a space of 2, another space of 4, a space of 2, and that's where we can start to build factory stuff. Now, in our last playthrough, we did iron, copper, kind of like this, and then we had this space for a concrete path, and then up here is where we started to build our factory. And we were using that path to also put down roboports for our robotics network. And I didn't like having to run around the roboports. So this time it's going to be copper, iron, roboports, path, and then the factory. Or should it be path, roboports, and then the factory? Well, we can figure that out later. But that's how I want to do it this time, so that I don't have the roboports in the way of us running around the base like crazy people trying to pick up the stuff that we need. Okay, so that means that, well, let's start making some assembly machines. I do need more circuits. So let's get some circuits done, so that we don't have to wait forever for this stuff. There's 1, 2, let's see, we'll make those 3. We'll load up some copper here. Load up some iron there. We need more iron. Actually, I know where I'm going to use my first 3 blue factories. Speed this thing up. Okay, so we'll let that run for a minute. I'm going to need a lot more iron here, so I can make some more of those. So I think we'll do 5 and 6. 5 red, 6 green. We'll do 20 labs. That'll be researching half as fast as the last one. We can always expand it later if it turns out to be too slow, but I thought the last time it was faster than we needed it. And this time we're going to be a little bit more deliberate about things. So, all right, so that's 2. That gives us 8. What do I need? More iron still? Yeah. Just never seem to have enough iron. Well, these do take 44 plates apiece, so it's quite a lot. All right, so that's going to give us 8. We need, trying to think of how many we need. We need 12 for red and green, plus the gears, and then we need like another 4 or 5 for the ingredients. So let's just let's get up to 20. Okay, that'll give us 16, I think. Let's grab some more circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that'll do it. And we'll load these up again. Okay, so let's go set up red and green science. Done this a few times, so it's not a big deal anymore. All right, so I'm going to leave a nice bit of room here. Let's say 8 spaces. I think that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we'll lay down our very first factory right here. This is kind of the cornerstone of our new factory. We should do a ribbon cutting ceremony or something like that. All right, so we're gonna have to do some landfill up here. I'm not sure how far we need to go or how far out, but I'll just start doing some of that. Okay, so this is gonna be gears. And then I'm gonna leave a space. So I always go 2s and then a space so that we can run power poles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is that right? Yeah, I went 5. And then we're gonna have a space of 3 and then 6. That's for the green. And I'm gonna do some more landfill over here for the belts and inserters. Okay. So these will be red. These will be green. You may notice that now the copper cable is with intermediate products instead of logistics. It never really seemed to belong in the logistics section. And so with 0.13.2, they updated that. I think the developers are doing a great job listening to the community. There's a lot of good feedback from the community. And I think they definitely do the right thing by taking it seriously. Okay, so this is going to be belts. This is a typical setup that I've done in the other playthroughs. This one will be inserters, because that needs gears, iron plates, and circuits. And then I put circuits here and copper cable there. Right. Let's make some fast inserters for those. What do I need? Well, more iron, of course, as always. Whenever I can't make something, 99% chance it's because I don't have enough iron. Let me go grab these circuits. We're a little bit over half on power now, so we're going to have to start thinking about adding another row of steam engines soon. And speaking of that, we're starting to get close to some biters. Right up here, and our pollution cloud is pretty close. So in the next episode, we might want to go and take out some biter bases. All right. Fast inserters. Okay, so this one is going to have, well, first let's put in some power. And then we'll start hooking all this up. And we'll hook it up starting with the red science. Now maybe I can use this space right here for our main power line. kind of like a main bus for electricity. And we'll eventually replace these with large power poles. But we'll kind of do something like that. And then we'll bring power up from that to the production areas. Now in this case, I think all these are close enough, so these can all pull off of the same area. But in the future, if we have too large of a space, rather than connecting it from side to side, we'll connect it from the main power supply. Okay, so what I like to do here is we'll bring in copper. No, copper's got to come up from the bottom. Yeah, so copper's going to come there, and we're going to unload the gears to the far side of the belt. And we can bring iron up right here. Like that. All right, so let's do that. Start making some more splitters. We're going to need those. And we're going to need a lot of underground belts here. Okay, and yeah, and copper goes here. Okay. Well, I managed to mess that up, didn't I? I've got 5 spaces instead of 4. So, the question is, do I want to move my bus up 1, which would mean having a little kink, or do I want to take all this down and move it down 1? Decisions. I'm going to move the bus. Do I really want to do that? I think that would be easier. No, I'm not going to move the bus. Okay. We're going to move all this stuff. We got to move all this down by 1. So this episode is going to go longer than 20 minutes because I want to get the science done by the end of the episode. That's okay. This is not a huge problem to deal with. Okay, so that's iron, that's copper. This is, or no, copper, iron. This is either path or roboports. This is either roboports or path. 1, 2, and the factory starts there. Okay, so let's put these back down again. Move that pole. Fortunately, we don't have to move the main power line. Okay. All right, I think that's how we had it. So that's gears, that's red science. That's green science. This is belts. That's gears. This is inserters. That's circuits. And that's copper cable. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's get the power run back in. That can be one shorter now. Now, I wonder if I have researched lights yet. Did I? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna make some lights. I'm tired of not being able to see anything. And I like to put lights as number 1 on my second bar. Ah, that's better. So much better. There we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, so let's run this back up there. That goes there. That goes there. All right, and then this is going to be copper. I'll tell you what, I'm glad we caught this now and not like 5 episodes from now. Missing something. There we go. Okay. Now we can use yellow inserters. So let's craft some of those. I'm going to grab these gears. It's always good to have gears handy. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and put these down. Oops. There. Okay, now over here, we need iron all the way up to the circuits. And then we need copper going up there. So I'm going to put down some more land. Let's go over one more. There we go. And then this will be copper. Okay, let me make some more fast inserters. All right, so copper into the circuits. That's going to need some iron. That needs iron, that needs iron, that needs iron. That needs gears, that needs gears. And then the belts go there. The inserters go there. And then this belt comes over like that. All right. Now let's keep it like that. I need to get some more power poles over here on the other side. So put one there, put one there, and we'll put one there. Okay, so let's run iron and copper. Let's see here. Okay, and copper goes immediately next to that. Okay, let's make sure this works. And then we'll just need to start making some labs. Oh, I forgot one inserter. There we go. All right. So now we've got our science being produced, red and green. Excellent. Okay, so that'll do it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll get our labs put in. We'll probably go clear out some enemy bases, and maybe we'll put some stone brick down to pave the area, make it look nice. And we'll see you very soon. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.